Hi, hello. This is my first video, and I have to be honest, I'm feeling really weird and self-conscious right now. Like, do I look here? Because I'm gonna need to do my makeup, but this is weird, and I'm feeling very insecure when it comes to how many chins I have, and But anyway, this is me. This is a makeup room. I will take you on a tour of it one day when it's not so dirty, and I have to have material to keep you guys coming. So I'm super appreciative of all the support and I guess recommendations I've gotten from friends and family telling me to start a YouTube channel. And I'm gonna still blog about what each video is about, but I'm still trying to figure out all the logistics and stuff for this. So just bear with me, and hopefully this is informative and entertaining at all the same time. For this first video, since I'm just learning what the hell I'm doing with this stuff, I mean, not the makeup, this is so weird, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna do my skincare process and then natural makeup with eyebrows. I have the first person who sent a little request in was my friend Meredith, longtime friend since we were like 5 years old. She wanted to learn about eyebrows, so today I'm going to do a natural eyebrow. I have 2 to 3 different eyebrows that I do, so I guess we're gonna name them. So this will be the natural eyebrow. So first, I'm gonna get started with the skincare. Most importantly, even before the corona stuff, I always keep sanitizer in here because I am really strict about not contaminating my products and touching dirty hands to my face. So clean hands. This is, since I haven't just like freshly washed my face, I mean, it's clean. I've done like, I don't have makeup on today, and I did, the packaging's not pretty, but I made my own lilac toner, and so I've kind of used this as an astringent to take off any residue that's been on today, because I don't want to do a full face. I want to save that for another video for y'all, like the whole, every step with facial and everything. So this product is called the Capture Youth New Skin Effect Enzyme Solution. So I like this. It's like a toner and an exfoliator. So if you use like a Clarisonic brush, you would not want to use this after you use the Clarisonic brush, because it's just going to be really too harsh on your skin. You just don't want to take that many layers off. So let's start with the cotton round and just a little dabble of that. I do make up my own words sometimes. And I mean, check out that manicure, guys. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just going to gently cleanse and tone my face. A little, it's important to always do upward motions unless you really want wrinkles and don't care. But anytime you can choose to go upwards with your skincare or your makeup, you want to. Okay, so I don't know, how's the lighting here? Not too bad, because I used that lilac stuff. I made that's a shadow. That was not dirt. The lilac toner that I made at home, it doesn't look pretty, but it actually worked pretty well. Okay, so step 1, done. Next, we are going to use this new Trish McAvoy eye serum that I got. Smooths lines, brightens darkness, and reduces puffiness. So it says to apply a couple of drops AM and PM. So what I'm going to do is just do a little bit on my ring finger. So it is very important that when you're working, that when you're working with your eyes, you only use your ring finger, because it applies the least amount of pressure to your face. Your pointer fingers, your middle fingers, they apply much more pressure, and you just don't want that around your eyes. It's too sensitive. And again, anything that can be done to reduce wrinkles is good. So I'm gonna rub that eye serum in. And then I'm a huge Dior junkie. I've tried a lot of different skincare lines, but I always wind up right back with Dior. Personally, I really like it. It smells good. It feels good. I can see a difference every day. So I'm using my Skin Boosting Super Serum. Put this on after my first eye serum and just rub it on get into the creases. Everything you do to your face, you should do to your neck and your décolletage. However, I don't like to use all of my expensive products right here. I just tend to do like facials, exfoliating every now and then always moisturize it. I'm going to use my next eye serum. This is my One Essential eye serum. It goes along with the all over face that I just did. And all of this is just, I want to have pretty skin. I don't want to look my age. I've taken preventative measures since I was about 18. I got started in makeup as a little girl. I would sneak into my mom's room or my grandma's room or stepmom and steal makeup and just teach myself how to put it on. And then I started, you know, obviously buying my own. I competed in beauty pageants for a little bit, and you know, really get to learn a lot about makeup and hair just by doing that. And so then I really found out that I had a passion for it. And from there, I ended up going to take a short-term course in London for makeup. Okay, so sorry, I have a little mess here. All right, so next, I use my little scoop tool that is clean. And I just got new moisturizer in. I used Dior Capture Youth or Capture Total, but the Capture Youth is what was in stock. And I literally just got this in. They ran out. Okay. It's always exciting when you get a box from Neiman's in the mail, especially if it has samples or surprise products in it. All right, so Dior always has these cute little toppers on top. Most products do. I'm just going to scrape a little bit of that off. And good. Okay, that's a lot. I'm going to put the top back on the moisturizer because it's got a lot of goop on it and I don't want to waste any. So, really good in your hands. And then kind of just give yourself a nice little facial massage here. Again, using upward strokes. Making sure to get all of your skin. Oh, hello. Okay. Nice little massage in the middle here. Okay. So we are serumed and moisturized. I have other products that I like to use too for my face. I'm going to put my little spatula aside so I can clean it when I'm done. And even though I didn't use it just now. So that's not the right bottle. Just kidding. I'm trying out this new eye cream because I was using one called Talia. It had peony extract in it. I didn't dislike it. I just didn't notice anything when I wore it. So I'm going to use the spatula now since I didn't use it. I'm just going to dip in. That's too much. Right there. Just enough. Again, this is eye cream. This is the Bobbi Brown eye cream. It's my first time to try a Bobbi Brown skincare product. Hydrating eye cream. Enriched mineral water and aloe vera. Both very good. Aloe is so good for your skin. Okay. So again, rubbing my ring fingers together. Just gonna... Oh, and it's pretty thick. I like that. And you really get on your corners here because this is where the crow's feet come in. Take it all the way down. Well, I'm really getting up close and personal with y'all. For those of you who haven't seen me without makeup, my hair is naturally blonde, and that's why my eyebrows and lashes are non-existent. I mean, can you barely even see them from back here? Okay. So we're done with that. Now I'm going to use my primer. And Kathy, you asked me about my primer. I think it's very important to wear it because, one, most importantly to me, it helps your makeup go on smoothly. And you know what? I've already got this on my hands. I'm not going outside. But typically, I would put this on. It's got a SPF in it. It's important to always wear your sunscreen on your face, your neck, your chest, everything. Even if you're not going like outside, just driving, you get sun just from the windshield. So always wear sunscreen and don't get in the tanning bed unless you have skin issues that really helps with, you know, like psoriasis or something. Anyway, so I got this primer from my FabFitFun box, and I really like it for when I do the natural makeup look, which I think actually, as I'm doing this, the natural makeup we're going to do is going to be what I call a natural summer look. So it looks very dewy and fresh, like I'm sitting by the pool. This is called Soft Focus Glow Drops Illuminating Ultimate Glow Primer. Radial. Okay. Anyway, this just helps your makeup go on in a smooth, even tone. And I think it also helps makeup stay on longer. So now we're done with all of the skincare. This is my box of stuff that I use. There's all kinds of goodies in here. I'm gonna put that up. I clean my hands again. Okay. So now I have a really squishy red chair. What used to be my besties. Okay, so first I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free SPF 20 in this. I'm using 2W1 Bisque. So I'm just going to put, I'm getting low. I'm going to put a little dollop on my hand, about this much. Okay. So I do go from wearing or using for my tools a beauty blender, which I know this looks really dirty, but I just cleaned it, and a foundation brush. It just all depends on what I want my final look to look like, how I want the finish I want. For this natural summer dewy look, I'm just going to use my fingers, which is why I cleaned them again. So just do a few little drops. I'm going to take my nose ring out and hopefully not lose it or forget it. Okay. A few little drops. Do one more here. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit on my fingertips. I'm going to rub this in. Okay. It's important to get into the hairline so your face doesn't just stop. It's actually more important that you get a foundation or a tinted moisturizer that is the correct color. Your foundation should match your skin. Your concealer should be 2 shades lighter, and your contouring should be 2 shades darker. Do not try to make foundation work. If it is too dark or too light, it looks retarded, and people do notice. I mean, at least I do. And not that I judge, it's unacceptable in the beauty world. Okay, so that's just a tinted moisturizer. I feel like it really gives a nice first coat, so to say. It's not heavy. It doesn't look like there's a lot of makeup on, but I feel like there's just enough coverage that I don't feel bare and kind of naked. So next, I'm going to use my favorite concealer. This is NARS Light 2.5 Creme Brulee. Again, I use different tools for my concealer, so I have this handy dandy brush. And I'm really only using this because my concealer is getting low, and I don't want to dip my finger in there and get concealer under my fingernail because I think that's gross. So I'm just going to get a little dabble in here. And just get myself started, really. Ooh, that's too much right there. Okay. This is weird doing this in the phone camera. So I'm going to get it started now. You're going to wonder why I just went all the way out to here. I feel like because we contour or bronze, whatever, you need to go to the outside of your face. You don't just splotch stuff on. You get started in a spot and you finish in a spot. So if you just stop right here, I feel like that is just going to, I don't feel like it's true. You just have a circle under your eye. So I'm going to stop with this now. I'm going to give just a little bit right here, because what usually happens for most people is you get dark bags under your eye. So while going with a concealer that's 2 shades lighter than your foundation, you also, if like right now, I don't really have dark bags, so I don't need it. But if I did, I would use like something with a little bit more of an orange base to it, even if it was a lipstick. And I would put a scrape of orange lipstick and a scrape of my concealer, mix it together so I could put more orange in it, because the orange will counterbalance the blue in the bag. Okay. So now I'm going to use this. I love this. Mario Badescu. Facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. So I like to spray this on my beauty blender. Make sure it's damp all over. I'm going to use this to blend my concealer in. I'm going to go all the way up my eye because it gives you an even tone to, I don't know if tone's really the word I'm looking for, even finish so that you can do your eyeshadow. So look at that difference, this and this. Very small, easy step to add in, and it just works wonders. So I'm going to do the other eye. Again, we're going to get in the little tub. I like to use the brush to really get into the lines and the corners and creases, because the beauty blender will blend it in, but it helps use the brush first. So our blender's still damp. Just going to do the same thing on this eye. Okay. And I always like to make sure I get a little concealer on the nose, because I have bad allergies, so I always have like a little red right here from blowing my nose and runny nose and stuff. That's gross. So now I'm just going to dab a little bit of this beauty blender into my concealer jar, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this over the red spots on my cheeks, because as a teenager I had acne. Now there's a little scarring because I did exactly what you're not supposed to do and messed with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure everything's blended in, cover up any redness I might have. I do like to get around the lips and in the corner. This gives you a more finished look when you start to do your lipstick. Okay, so we are now done with the concealer. I'm going to use, so some of this makeup that I use is actually what I get from Market from myself. It's not a Dior or Laura Mercier or anything. This is the brand I get from Market. This is a medium light oil controlled loose powder. So I'm going to use my big fluffy powder brush. And so what I do, I didn't show that. So I just dump some of my powder onto the lid, and then I dip my brush in it, and then I lightly tap my brush over my powder to get the excess powder off of it, out over the container. And just go all over, get your neck too, so that you don't have a makeup line. A little more, shake the excess off. You know, it's important, get your eyes, get in there. Okay, so that's it for the foundation concealer powder usage. So now that we have a full base coat, we're going to do the natural eyebrow. So I've had this brush since I was like 19 years old. Sonia Kushek 10. There's nothing special. I will compare it to my other eyebrow brushes. This is the Bobbi Brown eyebrow brush. This is the Dior eyebrow brush. So let's see if I can really show you guys the difference here. Okay, so they look the same, but they're so not. This is my favorite. The bristles have a lot more flexibility to them, a lot more flow. These are much more stiff, and they make more of a precise eyebrow. This brush is so thin. You see how thin that is compared to these? This brush is so thin that it's really only good to do like this part of my brow. And since I have such thin natural brows, that works for me. But for some other people, like all of my friends who have great eyebrows, they have really full brows. And so this brush would be just pointless unless you were outlining it. So on the Dior eyebrow brush. And Bobbi Brown's okay, but my favorite's the Sonia Kashuk. I think it's Kashuk. Kashuk. I don't know what it is. All right. So I'm using the Benefit eyebrow palette, Light Browsing. It's cute. I didn't know that's what it's called. These are the light colors. So it has a powder and like a cream. No to this part. It's just not my thing. So I'm going to get my Sonia brush out, and obviously I use this a lot. We're going to do a quick little dabble, and then my hands are always dirty because I do everything on them. So I just, okay. So the thing to know about your brows, they shape your face. They are so important. And I am a firm believer of the brow being 2 shades darker than the face color as well, because there should be dimension in your face. My godfather, when I competed in pageants, after my first one where I did my own makeup, my godfather said, "Oh girl, we got to get you some eyebrows and some cleavage." So I guess he's the one who really got me started in all of this. Okay, so this is kind of hard to do in the camera. I'm used to using my mirror. Okay, so I'm going to follow my natural brow line, but what's important is to put your brush up against the sides of your nose like this to find, and just kind of do that. So then you find where your natural brow line should be, and then you're going to follow your natural brow line, and then kind of angle your brush so that you're not using it flat, you're using the sides of the bristles. Okay. So I'm really just following my natural brow line, and I'm holding my brush just like a pencil, but I'm holding it a little bit further back. If I'm holding it like this, I'm going to get way too detailed in my eyebrow and end up making this really dramatic eyebrow, and we don't want a dramatic eyebrow because we're doing natural. So I've dusted a bit more of the powder onto my brush in my hand, because this is very, like, you can really see this, but I feel like the arch isn't that great. So I'm going to go up a bit more. And your eyebrow should end at the corner of your eye. So, I mean, I guess you like that. I think this. Here. Here. Okay. And so just a little extra brush. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to my concealer brush, which has little excess concealer on it. And I'm going to get my point of my brush and just go right along my brow to clean it up. Check that out. And that took, what, 2 seconds? All right, so just for funsies, I'm going to use the other brush, the Bobbi Brown brush, just so you guys can, I don't know, see if you can tell the difference. I hope y'all are enjoying this. I'm having fun. It's nice to have somebody to talk to in the makeup room. Sometimes I enjoy my alone time in the silence. Okay. I'm using this. I've just kind of cleaned the old powder off of it. I'm going to dust it in my palette. Okay. Again, follow my natural brow line. Oh, well, that's nice. That's not even my eyebrow. Let's just talk about my skin. Yeah, see, this, no. Going back to the white brush. So, no to the Bobbi Brown. Alright, that's better. And come back. That's a big difference there. We're going to have to blend that. I'm thirsty. Okay. Excuse me. And you want also, I forgot to say this, your eyebrow hairs should be going upwards. Okay. Except for these. These obviously don't go up. Okay, and nobody's face is symmetrical. unless they've had plastic surgery to have it symmetrical. With eyebrows, same with ears, same with eyes. My lashes on this eye are not as good as the lashes on this eye. I don't know if it's because I accidentally cut them when I had fake eyelashes on once. I don't know. So I'm going to use my brush one more time. So I got an awful point there. Okay. This one actually looks pretty good. This light is a little bit deceiving too. It's making everything look a little bit more flawless than it does in real life, which is great. Okay, so this eyebrow, and this is the issue I have. This eyebrow lines up perfectly. This one doesn't. So I tend to do a little bit more on this side, and I'm going to. But there have been times when afterwards, when I look at pictures, I notice that one of my eyebrows looks like totally uneven from the other one. So I'm just going to pull it out just a little bit more. But you really don't want to go get some. See, I don't like that. I'm going to take it back. Good. All right. Eyebrows. And just for grins, I'm going to brush our brows up and over. Okay. So, because we're doing the natural face, I am actually going to get my regular contouring and highlighting palette out. So that's what this is intended for. This is also my makeup for Market, which if you guys are interested in any of the stuff that I have that I say is for Market, let me know. I can sell it to you. Okay, so this is just a regular contour highlighting palette. It's good for anyone. It has 3 shades of brown, you know, going all from with a blue undertone to a red undertone. The same with the highlighters. Okay, so this one's, it's really hard to tell in this light. That's better. So this one's like a really light cream. This one has more of a yellow base. This has a pink base to it. All right, so eyeshadow brushes. These are fun. Okay, so first we're going to start with a big fluffy all over brush. And I'm going to use the lightest color. And I'm just going to get in here and highlight my brow bone. Again, just follow your natural brow. And I like to do the eyebrows first just because I feel like it gives me the outline of what I'm doing with my eyes. So I'm going to do the same thing over here. And you know, you do the same thing with your eyeshadow. Less is more. Get your makeup on your brush and then tap, tap, tap it. Can y'all see that falling off? You just don't want excess, and you will end up with eyeshadow excess under your eye too. Especially if you like use a black shadow as a liner to do a smoky eye. Okay, so I'm also getting into this part of my eye. I'm not sure what you would call that. The corner and the outside of my nose. Just so it all is blended in. So next I'm going to use my little rounded brush. And I'm just going to go with this middle natural color because this is as close to my brow color out of the 3 as this one. So I'm just going to start right here. Okay, you can kind of make a line. Okay. And then you just keep, it's important if you're doing your crease, don't close your eyes. Keep your eye open because that helps you work with your natural crease. So you just kind of brush your brush over and then kind of blend. I'm blending down because I didn't want a dramatic eyeshadow. If I wanted something more dramatic, I would blend up. Okay. And then just make sure you fill, like, if there's little lines, just blend them in. And blend this in. And blend this towards the inner corner of your eye because it's going to help when we do the eyeliner to, yeah, that looks pretty good. To define your eye a bit more. Okay, so then I'm going to take this smaller, shorter haired brush. This gives you so much more control, and you are going to hold this brush a little bit closer up. I'm going to dab this in the darker brown, just because, like I said, my eyelashes are so light. I'm just going to, so I'm going under my lower lash hairline, and I'm only going halfway, because this makes the eyes appear bigger. It's just what I need, right? Okay, so to the other eye, we're going to do the same thing. Kind of find the edge here, and then just work with the natural shape of your eye, your crease, your natural crease. Okay? This is throwing me off a little bit in this camera. Okay. So, looks pretty even. Looks like I have a bit more over here. Again, nobody's face is symmetrical, so I'm telling y'all this, I'm really just telling myself this. Okay, so now I'm using my cute little flat brush, and I'm going to use it in my pinkish. I got to work on this. I'm going to use this in the little pinky color. Okay. Tappy, tap, tappy. And we are just going to get a lid. Get on over here. What is that? Okay. All right. Next eye. I feel like my fingers just help me to blend my makeup. Okay, so that's it for the shadow. Whoa, I didn't do my bottom liner on this side. And I'm making sure to get in the corner right here where the lid meets. And halfway. Natural eyes. All right, so I'm using Barely There HD finishing powder, and I'm just dusting a tiny bit under my eyes because I'm going to use the black shadow to as an eyeliner. So right now, my best black eyeshadow is in my Pulp Fiction MAC palette. It's super cute. I love it. And I'm going to use one of my favorite makeup brushes for this. Ooh, a little makeup hair. Okay, this brush I love. This is a Chisel Mini Smudger, made in the USA. I'm just gonna use my lavender spray. Usually I just stick it on my tongue, but that doesn't seem very sanitary in these times. So I'm gonna spray it with my lavender spray again, and kind of just dab it in the black. And use my hand again to make sure I don't have too much powder, because you really don't want too much of this black powder to drop. So I'm just going to lightly pull my eye. Oh, God. And stick it right in the middle. No. I'm just going to run right along my lash line. And then in the corner. Yeah. Okay. So I just kind of, once I got to the outer corner, I kind of smudged a little bit into this. I call, like, this is a triangle right here, and right here. I'm going to show y'all something. So these are my two little triangles that I'm going to refer to. So just kind of blend that black eyeshadow in. And you kind of have a natural smoky eye working here. So I am struggling with the mirror, the camera not being a mirror. I have a couple, I need to go over a couple more times. So key to eyeliner is the more times you go over it, the thicker it's going to be. I don't want thick eyeliner for this look. I just want a little black just to give me, like I said, a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to add a teensy bit more here. using my hand again. Sorry, I'm not talking. That's when I'm concentrating. I don't talk as much. Okay. I'd say it's just a smidge darker, so I'm going to take my flat brush that I used last, and I'm just going to kind of... That helps. Yep, that helped. Okay. So pretty even. Maybe do just a teens more on this side. Okay, so they're just touches, and I could use the black under here just a little bit, but I don't want that much going on here. So now, just in case some of that black powder dusted off, I'm going to just dust that finishing powder off. Kind of look over the whole eye. Okay. Just make sure there's no powder there. Very nice. All right, so now back to what we were going to do earlier. So I'm going to do the bronzer, the blush, and highlighter. All right, so first we're going to do the bronzer, which I use the Laura Mercier Bronze 4. It looks really dark, but it's not that dark, and I like the shimmer to it. I don't like bronzers without shimmer. That just seems wrong. So with your bronzer, you're going to follow your natural cheekbone. You're going to start right here and go along. See where my cheekbone is? Right here. So I'm just going to get the apples and an upward stroke. The same thing with your bronzer. Tap it in your powder and then tap your hand. Get the excess off. Okay? So you can go a little bit over the bridge of your nose, maybe a tiny bit here. We're not contouring today. It's a lesson for later. Since I feel like my neck and face are not matching, I'm going to do an extra little swipe around here. Okay. That's enough of the bronzer. Next, we're going to use the Bobbi Brown Rose Brick Compact. Sorry. And I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown brush. This is the best part about blush. You had to smile. Find the apples of your cheeks. And go in those circles, and then just a quick little push out. Just out. Again, go up. Don't go out, like to the side like this. Go up. Like you're going to make an apostrophe on your face. Okay? I don't want to see no lines, like, you know. Don't do that. Alright, so that brush is up. So now I'm going to use my little fluffy brush for my highlighter. This is one of my powders from Market as well. This is an illuminating powder. And I'm just going to dab my brush in it really lightly and then brush it. This is really shimmery, so I'm just going to lightly do the triangle in the corner of my eye. A tap here, here, and then right under my bronzer. So we have left mascara, and I am a mascara crazed lady. I keep them in my vase. These are all mascaras because my favorite mascara was the Dior Extase, and they discontinued it without even asking me. So I've been trying to find something I love just as much. So right now I'm obsessed with this YSL primer. It's pink and it smells good and it works really, really well. I really encourage using primers. One, it will help your lashes grow. This actually has like extra vitamins, nutrients to help your lashes. You can put it on your lashes and your brows when you go to bed at night and help them The same with the Dior primer. I really like the Dior too. I'm just into the YSL. So and I didn't curl my lashes, but I normally would. Sorry. So I put my primer and my mascara on the tops and bottoms of my lashes. And then, little tips, if you do this with your brush, it helps break up clumps in your mascara. Okay. I'm going to use, how about this new Trish McAvoy Lash Curling Mascara. This is new. Let's see if I like it. And be ever so careful not to get your eyelid. My dog is getting into stuff behind me. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of this mascara. It's like, it's not really doing jack for my lashes. Yeah, no, I don't like that. That's 2 coats, and you can't even see my damn lashes from back here. No. Okay, so this is another mascara I really like, Marc Jacobs. My dog is distracting me, sorry. Okay, so, oh wait, primer. Let's see, we're gonna compare the two. Alright. Alrighty. Now, here's Marc Jacobs mascara. Oh, that's so much better. One more swipe through. I'm gonna add a little bit to this side. It is a huge no-no in my book to add mascara to dried, already mascaraed eyelashes. It just looks clumpy and trashy, and don't do it. Just start fresh. Okay, so there's our eyes. Okay, and what you're gonna do is just a quick natural lip. I'm gonna use my Marc Jacobs. I really like Marc Jacobs lip liners and eyeliners. They go on very smoothly. So start at the corner and work your way to the middle. This is cream and sugar. I really like how well this blends in. So, I don't know how many of y'all are from Fort Worth, but I used to go to Luann Mancini's makeup place and get her buy makeup from her, and I had one of my lessons done by her. And she's the one who taught me to always make sure you focus on the M on your upper lip. So just a nude lip liner, chapstick. I'm just gonna put this over. I'm gonna blend that lip liner in. And then I'm going to use this Collagen Lip Maximizer from Dior. Okay. I'm just going to rub that in. Use my little towel. And that's it. We have a fresh face of natural makeup. Please excuse my roots. Ooh, look at that. Yep. And that's fresh face and makeup. Ooh, my hair does not look so good. We'll look at it like that. So, let me know what you guys think. Have questions, comments, things I should do differently next time. Let me turn this bright light off and see if you can see a little bit more naturally with all the lights off. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you.